and welcome back to another episode of Built for Legacy. I am your host, Suheyl Hernandez, and today I have the pleasure of sitting with this beautiful young lady, Jenna Morales.
Hello.
Which I am very happy to say that she is our office administrator, that I am extremely proud of her, that she's learned beyond my expectations. She's a great learner. She's an amazing young lady, and I'm really happy to have her as part of our team. But today, I want you guys to get to know her a little bit. And I want you guys to see, especially all you young ladies out there, how it doesn't matter how young you are, how you can do things correctly and change your life and the people around you.
Yes.
So let's get into it, Jenna. I want you to tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I am 24. I've been working with Fansub now for a year and a month. It was not an easy start. However, you have to come into this industry willing to learn and willing to say I don't know this, but I want to learn how to do this. And when Suheyl first called me for my interview, she asked me right off the bat, which I appreciate the honesty. She asked me right off the bat, do I have an attitude problem, yes or no? That was the first question. And
Jenna, why do you tell people that? Jenna, that's supposed to be our little secret, Jenna.
We just have to be, isn't this about being raw and real?
Yes, it is.
Raw and real.
And
I appreciate the rawness because, some people go into things pretending to be something that they're not. And I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want to work for a company like that either. So right off the bat, I respected if we both have an attitude problem, we're not going to get along. So I respected that, and look, here we are now.
So I'm going to tell you guys something. I have a 24-year-old daughter. Actually, my daughter's a couple of months older than me, than Jenna. So when she came in, I love to teach everybody, and I love to guide everyone, and I love to tell people, to teach people how to do things correctly. But then when I saw her and I saw that she could be my daughter, then right off the bat, I got like this kind of like protection over her. Like I wanted to protect her, and I wanted to teach her. And right off the bat, she became extremely special and important in my life. And her mom lives a little further north, and I would see her and I was like, I need to protect this. I need to protect this young lady, right? So one day, she had just started here. She says she doesn't know how it happened, but she called me at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I almost had a heart attack because I started calling her back, and this little girl didn't answer me, and I wanted to kill her. I did, because I was so scared. And then she called me back. So that's kind of like
that goes to show the level of connection that we have here. I don't know how it happened. Swear, I was asleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I wake up to a bunch of missed calls, and I'm like, what's going on? So I call her back. She's like, you called me at 5 in the morning. I was like, oh, it must have been in my sleep. But that just went to prove that not only was this a job, it was family. No one else was checking up on me like that. Nobody else besides my mom. But I didn't call my mom at 5 in the morning, and I feel like you call a friend at 5 in the morning, they're just gonna be like, oh, whatever, and then just move on about their day. But she actually took the time to worry about me, which I appreciated. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you guys the truth. That's why I have two phones. I have one phone that everybody has, and then I have my private phone. And then she called my personal phone. So that, I mean, I think a total of 8 people have that number.
Yeah.
So when that phone rings, I kind of get scared.
Yeah.
So let's jump into, I want to know about your growth. What does a day in your role as an office administrator look like?
Sure. So day to day, like my tasks include like helping the agents. My title is agent support, so the agents come to me for whatever questions, concerns, comments that they have, whether it be filling out a contract, a listing agreement, marketing, making flyers, open houses, anything like that. I am there. So in the morning, I'm coming in, checking my emails, and right off the bat, that phone starts ringing at 9 a.m. and you got to help somebody at 9 a.m. fill out a contract, and that's just what it is. And at first, I did not know even how to access a contract, and now I feel like Suheyl used to be able to review a contract in 10 minutes. I could probably do it in 8. So I've grown a lot because I didn't come from the background of real estate. This was like my first role in this industry, and I will say wholeheartedly that I've grown to love it and love what I do, not only because of my team, but because of the learning, and like every day there's something new, and like it's just a never ending rolling ball that just keeps going and going, and it just doesn't stop. So yeah, my day to day is just helping people, helping contracts, listing agreements, filling out for the MLS, anything that you can think of real estate related, I am on it.
And she is. And again, I am super proud of you. And you've taken everything that I've given you, and you really ran with it. And I could say, I think I'm going to be able to go. I'm finally going to be able to
go on vacation.
I'm going to be able to go to Greece.
Yes.
I could disappear for 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yes.
I think she's got it. So I want you to tell me, have there been challenges that you faced in this role, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah. So like I said, this was my first role in the industry. So I came from learning. I knew nothing. I knew literally zero when it came to real estate, and so I think that was one of my biggest hurdles to overcome, because you come from, my background is in the medical field, so I came from medical to real estate, and it's two different ball games. So learning how to fill out a contract, learning all the rules and regulations and all the changes that there is, because every day there's something new that changes. I think that would have been my biggest hurdle. But I will say that you have to come into this industry willing to learn and willing to accept constructive criticism and willing to accept when you're wrong, because like I said, today you can be right and tomorrow that rule is going to change and now you're wrong.
Yep.
So that would be the biggest thing. And I always tell anybody who's new, like, it's going to be difficult. No one, like, I don't want to lie to you and say this is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, because it's not. But if you're willing to learn and you have that mindset of this is where I'm making my money from, this is how I'm surviving, you got to do what you got to do, and you got to just come in full force, willing to learn, ready to overcome everything. So
Jenna, I have to stop and tell you how excited I feel to be sitting here with you.
Really?
Yes, I do. And again, this wasn't planned.
No, not at all.
It was just a day in Suheyl's life.
Yeah.
What happens in Suheyl's life?
Randomness. It's just, this was planned 5 minutes ago. That's how random it is, but it comes with such meaning behind it. So it's not just random, like, oh, like for the heck of it, let's just do this. No, like, it's meaning, it's dedication, it's, you see everything behind the randomness. So it's there's a method to her madness.
There is?
So yes, I know there is. Yes, absolutely.
Let me ask you, how do you think that being part of this office has helped you grow personally and professionally?
There is about 10 real estate offices on our same street. And I can tell you, not one of them has the same drive in teamwork and dedication and willingness to help their agents grow. You get thrown to the wolves and you got to figure it out. And that's not what we're about here. And that kind of, I was a very independent person coming into this, and I've learned to be dependent on people who have my best interest at heart, because you also have to have that discernment in, is this my friend, like we're lollygagging, or like, do you have my best interest at heart? So that made me open up a lot more, and it made me grow as a person, because you're in a shell, you don't want to talk to nobody, you think you know it all, but in reality you don't, and you always need, as much as you think that you don't, you always need somebody there in your corner telling you what's right, what's wrong, what you could do better, what you are lacking in, how can we fix this and do better. And that, I think that's what makes us different from the rest of the real estate companies, because those big corporate names are just that. It's just a corporate name. You don't know the person. You don't know your CEO. You don't know your director, because that's just a name on an email and that's it. You've never talked to them. You've never seen them face to face. And here you have that family like connection. And me being alone, I'm 24. I live alone. My family is far from me. So coming to work is like I'm coming back to my second family. I have people who, yeah, they're pushing me in my work, but also, hey, how are you doing? Like, in your personal life, you're okay? Is everything good at home? Like, so I think that's what makes us different from the rest of the people. So,
Mi niña linda.
yes.
Okay, so what has been the most rewarding part of working here with us?
Oh, all the aunties and uncles that I have gained in this. Like I said, we're a big family, and like just seeing, for example, like Liami, one of our agents here, just printing her a paper like makes her so happy. Like just seeing like the smile that you can put on somebody's face from doing the most minuscule thing, it's incomparable to like anything else like in this world. Because like I told her, like, this is not only like a job, this is a family, and like if I can do anything, whether it's holding the door open for you, whether it's printing a paper, whether it's helping you fill this thing out, like you are so happy at the end of it, and that's what makes me happy. And yeah.
One of the things that I love the most that I heard you say was, I love my job.
Yeah.
And that sticks to Mike and I all the time, because
yes.
we see it. We see that you love your job.
Yeah.
And we appreciate what you do, because this is teamwork, guys. Yes, I teach. Yes, I give knowledge. I coach. I mentor. But if it wouldn't be because of the team that I have behind me, her, Miss Mora, Kari, Charlene, Sonia, like, and especially Mike as the broker, like, I couldn't do half of the things that I do if I didn't have the team that I have. And I think we are blessed. And if there's something that we've worked very hard at, is keeping this as a united family.
Yes.
And like I tell people, I don't want rotten apples. I don't want them. And I want the rotten apples never to exist here. Yeah. And I had an agent tell me once in a class, she asked me that why didn't I record these classes, and why didn't I let them watch it online, or why didn't I do Zoom? And I answered her, and I answered her very honest. And the reason why I don't want to do that is because I know that the day that I do that, I'm going to lose the unity.
Yeah.
And this office has a unity like no other. And that's not something that I'm willing to sacrifice. This is a place where you come and you feel that human love and touch, and I think that's what makes us a little different.
Yeah.
And we face challenges too.
It's not easy. It's not all butterflies and rainbows. And trust me, what you see is only 10 seconds of a 24-hour day, because those 10 seconds we're smiling, we're happy, we're laughing, this, that, and the other, but in the background, like, we're struggling. We are trying to figure out ways to better ourselves, trying to figure out how can we do this better, not only for us but for everybody around us. And you're only seeing a highlight reel. You're not seeing the tears, the sweat, the crying, the emotion behind it, because there is so much emotion that comes with running this. And like, I'm not the director, I'm only the office manager, and I feel this, so I can only imagine the emotions and the things that run through her mind, as this is her business. I'm here, she's here. Like, there's
no, we're here together.
We're equals.
We're equals, and we're here together.
She created this, and I can only imagine what goes through her head about it. So there is a lot more in the backgrounds that people don't know, and that people think it's just like all butterflies and rainbows, and it's not. But it took all that crying and sweat and tears to get here. So it was all worth it in the end. It wasn't for no reason.
You can still tell them I still cry, right?
Huh?
I still cry, right?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Maybe once a day.
Jenna, you're gonna make people think that I'm soft.
No,
Listen,
no.
people think I'm super strong.
Yeah, it's okay to have emotion too.
Okay, so have there ever been challenges that you faced in this role, and how did you overcome them? Oh, I already asked you that.
Yes.
Sorry. Cut. Okay. I already asked you that too. Sorry.
It's okay.
Getting a little emotional here. Okay, so where do you see yourself growing in the next few years?
Well, I am currently getting my real estate license as well. I don't plan on leaving my administrative role. Hopefully, in the next 3 to 5 years, we have another office, and I am running that office, or I am helping somebody run that office. I just see a lot of growth in the next 3 to 5 years. I don't want to say one thing because it could be 10 different other things. However, I do see myself in a position, if we keep going how we're going and I keep learning the way that I'm learning, and my guide keeps guiding me the way that she keeps guiding me, I think the sky is the limit. And I don't want to say one thing because it could, like I said, it could be 10 million other things that I could be doing, and I would be happy with any one of them. Hopefully we have another office or a couple of more offices that we're running across the state of Florida. Most of you guys don't know, but I live in the Keys, so hopefully we have...
That was a big one.
Yeah.
She came 2 weeks ago and told me she wasn't coming anymore.
Yeah. So, but here we are now. So, hopefully we have a office in the Keys.
And you're gonna have to talk to Raul about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be... Listen, the sky is the limit at this point. If we keep going the way that we're going, I think we'll be quite all right in the next 3 to 5 years. I think a little bit less stress and a lot more enjoying the fruits of our labor.
You know that it would be an honor to have you hold my position in the Keys. Have you be the director in the Keys. That would be an honor for me.
I have to learn QuickBooks.
Oh yeah. You know about that.
That's the only thing that scares me is QuickBooks, because we all know, and you will know too, if you read her book, the struggles with QuickBooks.
That's your favorite part of the book, huh?
Yeah. I laughed. When I read her book, I laughed out loud because I see it, and like, don't get me wrong, she's gotten really good at QuickBooks, but like, you hear the frustration from her office, like, they changed it again. So yeah, that's gonna be probably one of my biggest struggles. You ask me that question in another 3 years, and that'll probably be my answer. QuickBooks will be my struggle.
You're not gonna struggle. I'm gonna make sure you don't. So, being a young lady and making it so far, what advice would you give another young professional starting out in a role like yours?
The two biggest things I would say would be communication and having an open mind. I was a very closed-minded person. I didn't like to be told when I was wrong. I thought I knew it all. I mean, as every 20-something-year-old does, like, you have the world in the palm of your hands, and you think that you think you're the ultimate Coca-Cola in the desert. And sometimes you're not, and sometimes you need to be able to take, like I said, constructive criticism, and that will take you a long way when you can differentiate when someone's being mean or when someone's being honest and trying to help better you to become a better person. So I would just say, just believe in yourself, believe in the people around you, have discernment for the people around you. Some people are only there because you're making the big bucks. And then some people are there when you have $0 and they're trying to help you get back on your feet again. So have that discernment and just have an open mind and be kind and communicate. Whenever something's going wrong or you feel like, I can't do this, say it, because I can feel like I can't do this 10 times a day, and the 11th time I will always hear, you can do this, you can do this. So just communicate, trust yourself, trust others a little bit, and just keep your faith and just keep going, and know that you may be down now, but after every valley there is a mountaintop waiting for you. So
I want you to tell me, because I've never asked you this.
Yes.
And this is not one of my questions, but I want to ask you.
Yes.
What's the biggest lesson I have personally taught you in your life?
Communication. I think Suheyl, she may look very, for lack of a better word, mean. I don't know what word I can use right now, but it's just the love and the faith that she has in everybody. I've learned that I can say anything that is on my chest and I'm not going to be judged. I'm not going to be ridiculed. I'm not going to be, pushed to the side or like made to feel like I don't matter. But that comes with being honest and being open, and I can say wholeheartedly, like, if I have learned one thing, it has been to communicate honestly, openly, and be yourself. And if you don't like me,
yeah, that's a small thing, huh?
Literally, shoulder shrug and all. Like, if you don't like me, I'm sorry. I'm not your cup of tea, but I'm their cup of tea, and I'm other people's cup of tea. So we may not get along. We can be cordial. We can be, we can go out about our business, but we don't have to be buddy as long as we have that mutual respect. But I think that's something that's misconstrued about you, is that you're very harsh, but it's not like with meanness. It's with like the love and the amount of, her heart is so big. She's only 5 feet tall, but her heart is 20 feet tall.
Listen, I wear heels so people think I'm tall. Yeah. Why did you tell people I'm 5 feet tall?
She's super short, but that heart that she has inside of her is amazing. And if it wasn't for, like that day that I walked through this door, like, I don't know where I would be in my life, honestly. Like, I was lost, and some days I'm still lost. Some days we have those days where it's just like, what am I doing? Like, is this even worth it? But you have a team that tells you every day it's worth it. You got this. You keep pushing, and that's one thing I will thank you, and I will thank my team here, because every time that I wanted to fall, every time that I wanted to crawl into a ball and cry and just not do anything anymore, I've always known that I have my team behind me. This is not just a job. This is my family. Like, these are people that I can call on a weekend. Hey, I'm bored at home. Can I come over? What are you making for dinner? Like, they cook dinner and they bring me leftovers. Like, so I want to thank you for that as well. Thank you for creating this environment that it's not only work. Like I said, I love my job, and it's not just my job. It's the people here. It's what I do. It's the feelings that I get when I walk into the doors. Like, this is going to be another great day. And so thank you for that.
I'm happy to know that I've been able to do that positive effect in your life, and that you've learned from it, and that you've been open to grow.
Yes.
And to listen and to know. I'm glad you see it, that I don't come from a bad place.
Never.
I am rough. I'm tough.
And don't get me wrong, it took a little bit getting used to, because like I said, I was 22 when I started working here, and I didn't want nobody talking to me like, what do you mean, do I have an attitude problem? But you have to learn, and you have to know that you're not there's going to be people who know more than you, and there's going to be people who have more experience than you, and they're telling you not to try to control your life, but to try to have you not make the same mistakes that they made.
And I'm glad you see it that way, because I know that maybe even sometimes I can say things, and I mean, you're used to me already. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying before I even talk.
Yes.
But I'm glad that you feel that way, and that you feel that you can talk to me. Because yes, you can always come talk to me, and I'm always going to be here. And no, I don't judge anyone.
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone, and I don't think anyone should judge anyone, because you don't know what they're going through. Mm-hmm. You don't know what happened to them that day. You don't know how they're feeling. You don't know. So you should always like try to help people.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I've been able to be a positive impact in your life, and I really look forward to seeing you grow.
Yes,
to seeing you grow. And this is my baby, right? So let me not get anybody. I don't want anyone to be mistaken. Phantom Real Estate is my baby, okay? We started with one agent. We're 200 and plus, but I know that God brought me into this world to do other things. And I feel that you're going to be able to step up to my plate and help me and back me up so I can do the other things that I know I came into this world to do. And I want to thank you for all the support and this
crazy journey that we're on.
Yeah, this I finished my book. I started 11 years ago. The Built for Legacy podcast and TV show is now available and live. And if it wouldn't be because of all the little help that I received, it would have not been possible. So thank you again for your time, for sitting here, and
thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for watching another episode of Built for Legacy. Remember to hit subscribe and follow, and I'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.